Well, obviously we made an important decision yesterday with respect to the TMX pipeline. We believe that it is a project that will be good for Canada. We also believe that it's going to be a safe project, but we also insist that the 157 conditions that we established through the NEB review have to be respected. We hope that the project will go forward. We'll see in the coming days and months how that develops. We always maintain a dialogue with our First Nations. It's our #1 priority. I've been involved in the project related to the moratorium. As I say, it's my 6th visit here. I've met on a number of different occasions with coastal First Nations, and that was part of the elaboration of the details of the moratorium. And we will continue to do that. There is not always unanimous consent amongst different First Nations, and it's important for us to continue the dialogue regardless of the project. It's not unusual when we have any big decision in Canada that we don't achieve unanimous consent. And for those who are not necessarily on side, it's important for us to continue the dialogue and also to reassure them that the decision that we made was the right decision.
This is not an easy decision to make. It would have been much easier if we could have been transitioned off fossil fuels, but we got to have that right balance, and this is the best balance at this time, but we want to work aggressively to making sure that we continue on with this balance. Reassuring Canadians and the communities within the area that we have that response, but being able to also continue to assess situations, bringing in new technologies, moving forward. And as a tanker goes through, looking at the steps of when the tanker is met, how the tanker comes through here, what type of the tugboats, the process that it takes, making sure that the acoustic equipment is there to look at the marine life. So all these things are taken into account, which is not just the BC conditions, but also what British Columbians expect. Because when you raised in this beautiful environment, right? We got to make sure that as we look at supporting the economy, we got to make sure that we protect the environment and our ecosystem here, which is quite very prevalent here in BC. This is the current situation that we have. We need to be able to focus on the economy to have those jobs so that we can get into a transition where we can start investing in renewable energy, investing in considerable companies and new research here in BC to move the yardstick forward, because eventually we need to get off fossil fuels. We got the getting off coal by 2030. So we need to be able to do this in a pragmatic manner, making sure the economy is looked after, because Canadians expect that as well. But at the same time, do it in a manner that respects the environment and our commitment as a government to climate change.